What's going on, everyone? Happy Monday. Hopefully everyone is doing well and having a great day so far. It is time now for the Monday weather update for Monday, December 23rd, 2024. That's right, we're getting very close to Christmas. If you're new to my channel, you have clicked onto the channel that does weather updates for the United States. If you want to stay informed with what's going on with severe weather, winter weather, cold weather, rain, drought, tropical weather, and everything else in between, hit that subscribe button down below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, hit that notification bell, and share this video with anyone you know. Today's main focus is going to be on two storm events. One that is going to be ongoing tonight into tomorrow morning in the Northeast that could cause some travel problems, and another that's going to be a long duration multi-storm event in the Pacific Northwest. But first off, I wanted to start off with this from the National Weather Service. Mild temperatures will continue across the U.S. for the rest of 2024. However, as we turn the calendar to 2025, there is a strong signal for below normal temperatures for the first couple of weeks of January across most of the country. The Southwest and Alaska hold on to better chances for above normal temperatures. We'll take a look at the European ensemble in just a little bit to see if that agrees. Taking a look at the latest satellite picture, we can see here there's a fairly strong Clipper system that is making its way across the Great Lakes right now. You also see on your far upper left-hand corner of this loop that there is a very strong storm system off the coast of the Pacific Northwest. First of many they've been seeing storm systems, and it's really going to continue throughout the week. You can see how close the lines are together on this wind map. That means this is a fairly impressive storm system. Taking a look at the latest radar picture shows, here's our Clipper system that's moving across the Great Lakes. There has been snow with this system, and a little bit of a mix just on the southern side of this. Snow is expected to move into New England overnight. Several inches of snow may fall. Some places may see 3 to 6 inches of snow. But you get further south to like New York City, Philadelphia, Baltimore. That's where things get a little more complicated. Snow's going to be brief, and it may even end as some freezing drizzle. Poor timing. Tomorrow is Christmas Eve. The rain is starting to move in on the west coast in portions of northern California, Oregon, eventually Washington too. Mountain snows are also expected with this system. Taking a look at the National Hazards Map, and we do see widespread winter weather advisories up for portions of the Northeast and in the Mid-Atlantic. And the Mid-Atlantic, it's not so much the snow amounts, it's the fact there may be that glaze of ice, and given tomorrow's Christmas Eve, yeah, it's more of a timing and that mixture issue that could be problematic, which has prompted the winter weather advisories there from really the D.C. area on northeast. Taking a look now at the west coast, and we do see there are winter weather advisories in the mountainous region and even winter storm watches up as well. Dense fog advisories are up for portions of the northern plains where fog may make visibility go down to maybe just even to near zero in some places. Yeah, it's really going to be some dense fog there. Take a look at the Storm Prediction Center. We do have that marginal risk of severe weather, which does now get near Dallas, Texas. Waco, Austin, San Antonio, you're still not in it. Houston is now in it. Small risk of a tornado, small risk of wind and hail as well, and that is the only risk outlined so far. There may be another risk later in the week. Taking a look at the Weather Prediction Center, and we're going to take a look at everything here through the next 7 days. We do see on the West Coast, things are going to continue to be stormy. That will continue right through Christmas. Here's a storm system in the Northeast, that Clipper system that will bring some heavy mountain snows. Portions of Vermont, I failed to mention, there are winter storm warnings there. Some places could get up to 6 to maybe even 8 inches of snow in the Green Mountains, maybe even the White Mountains of New Hampshire as well. We can see as we advance into Tuesday, there's that mix, Philadelphia, Baltimore, and Washington. So I'm more concerned about the freezing rain down there, but I think even Philadelphia, it's going to end as freezing rain because those temperatures aloft are going to warm faster than at the surface, which results in snow changing over to freezing rain. And we're only looking at just a couple hour window in that area. It's just going to be a brief line. And if you're down along the New Jersey shore or the Delaware beaches, I'm telling you, it's possible for you that you may see nothing at all. This could completely break up by the time it gets to you. And by the time we get into tomorrow evening, take a look at this. It is still going to be very unsettled in the Pacific Northwest. We do have our showers and thunderstorms that will break out across portions of Texas. And that system on the West Coast will be exiting overnight tomorrow night. But watch what happens on Christmas Day. Look really close. Around portions of Seattle, Washington, Portland, Oregon, you may never actually dry out. Why? Because another storm system is going to come on shore. More mountain snows, more rainfall, and that one is going to last later into the week. The first system does get east of the Rockies, does provide some unsettled weather from Louisiana on northward up into the Midwest, and that system not going to be moving very fast. It may take the whole weekend before it actually clears the East Coast, and then look. Oh yes, another storm system in the central region. That one could be rather impressive. There could be some really heavy snows in Montana and Wyoming in the higher elevations. We'll have to keep our eyes on that. And the Pacific Northwest will still be unsettled at that point. Taking a look at the precipitation over the next 1 through 7 days. Again, 5 to 7 inches of precipitation in the Pacific Northwest. Locally higher amounts, up to 10 inches are possible. It is showing up here on this map for Northern California and portions of Oregon. There's even a few specks here of 10 plus in Washington as well. Also, heavy precipitation in eastern Texas, eastern Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana. Then it comes down a little bit as you get further to the east, but overall it is going to be fairly wet with a couple different systems, and you do see there is some increased precipitation in Pennsylvania. That comes from the system that will be moving in over the weekend. Let's take a look at the latest HRRR model, and I think the first thing we should do is go to the northeast. And we see here on the 18Z run, moderate snows are going to be found across much of New England. Again, the highest elevations will see the higher amounts, but everyone is fair game for a widespread 3 to 6 inches, with exceptions to the Green Mountains where there could be locally 8 inches of snow. Now, take a look here. Here's that band that's going to move into Pennsylvania, and let me rewind this a little bit. Here we are, very early Tuesday morning. We're talking about 2 o'clock in the morning, 3, 4. Now here we are about 6 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning. We can see it approaches New York City. It approaches Baltimore, approaches D.C. It is mixed precipitation as it approaches D.C. and Baltimore. It starts to snow for Philadelphia and New York, and this is showing it's staying as snow for Philadelphia, but you can see it doesn't last all that long, and by the time it gets to the coast, look at that. It really quickly breaks up. Will you see anything at all in Atlantic City? You could. It's going to be very light, and it's going to be very brief. And take a look here. We're not talking a whole lot of precipitation. Generally under 1/10 of an inch of precipitation in that area. Here's the snowfall map, and we do see on the snowfall map, take a look here. Again, the Green Mountains in Vermont. You're seeing over 6 inches of snow. Also seeing a 6-inch marker in northern New York as well. We'll keep an eye on that, but generally 3 to 6 inches of snow is looking likely up in that area. Now let's zoom the HRRR model back out, and let's take a look at the national view. And look at the Pacific Northwest. We can see here, precipitation really getting heavy overnight in California, Oregon, Washington. Pretty much continuing overnight. There'll be a little bit of a lull as we head into tomorrow evening, but showers will remain in Washington and portions of northwest Oregon, and you can already see at hour 48, the next storm system is starting to enter the picture. I also have to show you this in Texas. We're going to take another zoom in here, and we can see here, showers and thunderstorms do become a little bit more widespread tomorrow on the HRRR model, so a few severe thunderstorm warnings, even an isolated tornado warning, cannot be ruled out for tomorrow. And one of the reasons for that is we see unusually high dew points, especially in Texas. Dew points get in the mid to even upper 60s, which does allow for there to be some instability, and you're seeing some instability markers here for Cape. close to 2,000. That's unusually high for this time of year. So that should result in at least some severe weather. Could there be the addition of a slight risk? It is possible that maybe some of this area gets upgraded to a slight risk. Taking a look at the NAM, and we're going to run it through its entire run. You can see the Pacific Northwest does remain unsettled pretty much throughout the entire NAM run, with that little bit of a lull in between. And take a look at this. Yes, Thursday, Christmas night, going into Thursday. Another strong storm system, and that one's going to be more of a long rotation. It will actually last into Friday, and we actually have to go to the GFS for that. And we are going to take a zoom in on this, because this is important to see. There goes the first system. There's the next one that comes Christmas night going into Thursday, and immediately another one behind that. Very high winds with these as well. Mountain snows will be measured in feet, and yeah, you could just keep going all the way even into next week. It just continues to be unsettled, and then maybe, just maybe, later next week, there'll be somewhat of a longer break. I don't know. We'll have to check back for that. Take a look now at the GFS for the south, and I do want to show you Texas on Thursday. Take a look at this. Arkansas, Texas, eastern Oklahoma. Yes, that is another severe weather threat we'll be watching for Thursday. That will eventually push east. And take a look at this on Sunday. From Kentucky down through Alabama, might be some thunderstorm activity with that. Not terribly concerned just yet. I am a little concerned about the icing threat on Sunday in portions of Maine, New Hampshire, and even portions of Vermont. That could be rather impressive, and there could be some problems should the GFS be right. Let's also take a look at the Canadian, and we can see the Canadian is also showing us it's actually more impressed. It actually has more moisture. That is something we'll have to keep an eye on as we head towards the weekend. All right, let's talk about the longer range. Here's the EPS. We can see big warm-up does happen in the east just in time for Christmas Day. I know it's been oh so cold lately, but a warm-up does happen, and the rest of this year overall is going to be warm. There will be a few colder spots. Again, I just showed you over the weekend, there could be that icing issue in portions of New England, northern New England, and in the Northwest, where you're seeing that really stormy pattern. Things are not going to be all that warm. You'll just be slightly below average temperatures. In California, you could be above average temperatures, and above average temperatures will continue in the east. But look at what happens as we head towards the new year. Yes, things do flip. Things do get cold in the east. Exactly what the Weather Service is talking about, and I'm in agreement with this because we are seeing it show up on the ensembles at this time. All right, Climate Prediction Center. 6 to 10 day precipitation above average in the northeast and especially in the northwest. That's probably underdone for the northwest, but northeast, yes, I agree with this. There's going to be that system that does bring a good slug of moisture over the weekend. Generally dry in Texas. Aside from that system this week, other than that, you're not going to be seeing much more. That's why it's below average. Below average precipitation in southern California. Once again, Texas, you got to get past, I think, Thursday. It's going to be in Friday, and then it will dry out. Taking a look at 6 to 10 day temperatures, above average across much of the country. Only place this could be overdone is up in the Pacific Northwest. 8 to 14 day, slightly near normal to slightly above average precipitation in the midsection, below average in Texas. They're going with near normal in the Pacific Northwest. Again, we'll have to see just when that this series of atmospheric river-like events does finally shut off. Below average precipitation in the southeast. Actually becoming concerned that the southeast may start to see a drought problem reoccur. Let's take a look at that real quickly. Yeah, you can see here. I know it's the time of year where evaporation is less, but we're not seeing a lot of precipitation events for you. And that could be a problem as we head into next year. Slightly above average precipitation in the northeast. The drought issue there is slowly starting to clear itself up. It's going to take a long time, and it probably won't be until spring until we get rid of it, if we do, but it is improving. We're not seeing these prolonged dry stretches in the northeast anymore. 8 to 14 day temperature outlook. Slightly above average temperatures in the northeast and in the west, but you can see more blues are starting to pop up. Did not see that yesterday, and near normal in between. This is going to start to transition towards a colder outlook as we head into the new year, as ensembles start to come into more agreement on it being cold to start 2025. I know, 2025. It's coming already. Alrighty, folks, that does it for the Monday weather update. I think there will be a Christmas Eve update. Stay tuned to my X account. I'll let you know. Until I see you again next time, have a fantastic day. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you're new down below. Give this a thumbs up. Hit that notification bell and share this video with anyone you know. Enjoy the rest of your Monday evening. See you again next time.